students, welcome back to Physics Point again. Today we will understand two another main topic. First one is what is the relationship between electric field and electric potential. Since electric field is represented by vector E and electric potential represented by vector, because electric potential is a scalar quantity, that's why I didn't take a vector sign over it. Now to derive its relation, let us start. There is a point O at which plus Q charge is placed. Since we know that positive charge will produce electric field around it like in that manner, then its electric field start increase in that side, but as the distance increases, the electric field get vanishes. We know that. Since the point B is lies in the field area of the plus Q charge, and if we bring a charge from infinity to point B, then at point B there is a Q naught charge, then this Q naught charge under the presence of electric field produced by that positive charge experience a force given by definition of electric field intensity, that is E is equal to F upon Q naught. Then force will be Q naught into E. That topic we have already studied in previous classes. So net force is experienced by that Q naught test charge at point B under the presence of electric field produced by plus Q charge will be F is equal to Q naught E. Since it is a vector, then that force will also called vector. So net force given by vector is equal to Q naught E. Now if we want to bring the charge Q naught from B point to A point such that point A is at a distance R from point O, then work is done against that repulsion force, because this test charge experience a repulsion force on that side and we want to bring that charge against that repulsion force in direction from B to A. Then net work done F dot dx, and theta will be in that direction 180. After putting F dx cos theta 180, then cos theta we know minus 1, so its value minus F dx. But value of F we have already know, it is Q naught E, then Q naught E dx. Now I am not taking a vector sign because I am considering a just magnitude. Then the net work done will be minus Q naught E dx. Since we know this is the small work done to bring the charge Q naught from B to A, if I take that Q naught on the lower side of dw, then that term and is equal to minus E dx. But in previous classes we know that dw upon Q naught is the small potential difference between two point B to A, then it will be read as dV. dV is equal to minus E dx, and taking dx on the lower side of dV, then E is equal to dV upon dx. And in this manner we can find a relation electric field and the change in potential with respect to distance. Whenever anything change with respect to distance, then that thing always called gradient, but at that time potential is changing, that's why its common term is potential gradient. And this is the special relation between electric field and change in potential. It shows that the direction of negative sign, it's clear that the electric potential always exert between opposite direction to electric field. Now this was all about our relationship between electric field and electric potential. Now is another topic that is called equipotential surface. Very popular topic, generally asked in exams. Let us understand how it works. As its name clear, equi means इक्वल पोटेंशियल सरफेस, एक ऐसा सरफेस जिसपे सब जगह पोटेंशियल बराबर है। उसको समझने के लिए एक पिक्चर बनाते हैं। मान लीजिए O पॉइंट पे चार्ज प्लस Q है और उसको मैंने R1 डिस्टेंस पे एक स्फीयर बनाया, ये गोला छोटा सा, तो इस पॉइंट पे सभी पॉइंट पे मेरा पोटेंशियल जो होगा वो मेरा होगा V1 इज इक्वल टू KQ बटे R1 हर पॉइंट के ऊपर। अगर मैंने यहीं से R को R2 करके ये सरफेस अगला बनाया तो इसका पोटेंशियल मेरा होगा KQ upon R2, that is potential number 2. And similarly, if we bring the radius R3, then potential will be at point KQ upon R3. In that manner, these different surfaces at every point on each surface potential is same. If we select 2 points A and B, then here is potential VA will be KQ upon R3 for third surface, and similarly B के लिए भी यही रहेगा. दोनों को घटाएंगे तो चेंज इन पोटेंशियल कितना माना जाएगा? 0. तो ये बात क्लियर होगी. So it is clear that the equipotential surface is that surface at every point of which magnitude of electric potential is same. This is the definition, and that the figure by which we can understand or to any one person equipotential surface. Now second, here electric potential difference between 2 points always 0, as we have clear. How? VA minus VB on these 2 points on that surface, value is same in magnitude, they cut it and get the answer 0. So we can say that the difference means difference of electric potential between any 2 points on any surface is always 0. That surface is also called equipotential surface. And the second, as we know, line integral E dot dl is equal to del V. That topic we have already studied in the line integral of electric field in previous class. Since it change in potential 0, then that quantity should be 0, means E dot dl 0. That means E perpendicular dl. That means electric field always perpendicular to each point of the equipotential surface. This is the property again for equipotential surface. Third, as we know del V W by Q, but change in potential on each equipotential surface is 0. So Q into 0, that means W 0. So there is no need to do work done to move the charge between two locations of the equipotential surface. That means in short we can say, if we want to move charge on equipotential surface between any 2 points, then we can't do any work done. Next, fourth, it also tells us about the direction of electric field. Means equipotential surface always represent the direction of electric field in which their surfaces gets increases. That means here surface increases in that direction, so its direction of electric field goes readily outward for the positive charge. But in case of negative charge, the equipotential surfaces gets closer. Now next, if equipotential surface are closer, that means if equipotential surface are very close in picture, then they shows more stronger field area. But in case of they are very far from each other, these surfaces, then their electric field is very weak in that area. So we can say that the equipotential surface closeness and farness also distinguish the electric field, whether it is a stronger field or whether it is weaker field. In this way, this was all about your equipotential surface, and I hope you enjoy that lecture. Please keep study, carry on, and we will meet you in next video.